Okay, well, how's that? There we go. Again, technical difficulties. Love it. I was having a whole tangent saying greetings, everyone. Lynn here, Jacqueline here, Ojin here. Rambling on and on about how I had to do firmware updates and redo the linking to my headset. Apparently, my audio channels weren't balanced either. I love technology. At least you got to hear Lana Rain's beautiful little Lost Girl, little piano thingy that she made. I was looking for as well, there's Lullaby for Lancer, but there's also, Lana Rain did a great, empty castle town. So maybe I do Lena Castle Town, maybe. I really wanted to show that off too, because that's really good. Lena Rain Castle Town. Nope. Okay, well that's just not... Okay, well... Maybe we should have specified Lena Rain, but... Empty Town... Lena Rain. I can't type well with the chat in the way. Let's try that. Hello, Jay. Hopefully you're doing well. Shoot, it's not showing up. I really want to show up, Lena Rain made a really good, empty town for Castletown. I was hoping I could find Lena Rain's version. It's okay. We will do Music Box. If loads. Hello? There we go. That's fitting with the little rain and the stars and everything. At least I think so. How's everyone doing? I didn't know if I did proper hellos, but in case I didn't, here you are. Hello, Akeem. Hello, Jay. Hello, Gaming. Hello, Andy. And for our VOD watchers, hello, Cuddle Bunny, and hello, Pearl Cherry Vi. Since I know you two definitely watch VODs. A great rest of their day, afternoon, night. Well, thank you, Feisty. Hopefully you have a good one. And hello, Mike. Hopefully you're doing swell. Let me actually show up in the mirror too. Let me just... There you go. Wait, can I do the cutout's better? That way I can still look. Oh wait, let me... I think it's in... Customization? Yeah. I like my little eyelashes there. Right there. Hard to see a little bit, but... I like them. Hi Dylan. Hopefully you're doing well. I like doing this. Let me see if I can find more lo-fi. I do want to yap about life and stuff instead of just booting up a bunch of different lo-fi. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Because Game Chops, you should really check this out if you haven't. Poke Emo. It's like an emo-themed, like, Pokemon. Yeah, Midwest Emo Instrumentals by, Game Chops there. On Game Chops' channel. That'll be good background noise. As we ponder around a bit, maybe change rooms, because I like to not stay in one spot, because, probably somewhere in the ADHD department. And I'm gonna move chat a little bit closer to me. If that works, perfect. Let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet or anything. This actually feels a little too loud. I feel like I can't hear myself think. I'm gonna turn this down slightly. That's good. Just like that. Yeah, I really want to talk about life. So, I'm gonna stare out my window here. Actually, better than staring out my window here. I will also do this. I'll do this instead. That way I'm just talking to y'all. With the city in the background. Let me just angle it. There we are. See? That's good. Sounds like Wild West town music. I mean, I don't want it to be Wild West. It's supposed to be emo. So yeah, I want to talk about life a bit. I kind of alluded, the night I was gonna stream Raiders, I ended up having a very, like, big, like, talk with just fam and stuff instead. Obviously, personal stuff, I won't get into details too much. The whole point of these streams is to talk about life, but to not, like, go too personal or name names or anything of that sort. But at the same time, I'm in an interesting situation of sort of... Okay, you know how I made the joke before about being, like, Schrodinger's gay? About being, like, half out of the closet, half in the closet? Somehow I feel even more so, but it's in the sense of... I'm behind closed doors, or behind, you know, with just me and you all. I feel very comfortable with femme, and I genuinely do think I'm trans femme, but talking to family, I get hesitant about things, and I just pretty much said, I know I'm non-gender conforming, but I didn't really go any further to that. Sort of just kind of explaining the whole NB non-binary stuff, and how, like, I don't want to be labeled as mask, but I didn't really get into... I sort of dodged the question a bit when asked if, you know... Because, like, that's still a new development, you know? And even though I feel really comfortable in it, I can't say for sure 150% that, like, okay, I can be this fully IRL because I'm scared. That's it though. It's just fear. If I remove fear from the equation and I just am, like, again, I keep looping back to the term fembi. I think it fits me so well. Being NB, being non-binary, but also leaning into the femme. I love that definition. I think it fits me well. I'm scared to let anyone know in person unless there's... You know, I know they understand already. Trying to explain myself when they don't understand, it's difficult. Taste the frosting, not the filling? Maybe? I'm not a good way of, like, explaining it, Keem, but... Also, hi, Pugizzy. But yeah, I don't know, I feel even more Schrodinger's NB, I guess, or Schrodinger's Fembi, where I'm half in the closet, half out of it. Trying to explain myself to family, but also feeling, you know, definitely some barriers and walls there. I think just the way things are, I think I'm seen as a femboy, which I don't fully dislike, it's just not accurate, if that makes sense. Honestly, as long as, even if they don't understand, as long as they respect, I'm happy with that. It just... Definitely some more stepping stones. And hi, Yellow, hopefully you're doing well. Femboy, but the O is silent, exactly, Fembi. Now, the reason why I named the stream what I named it, I want to talk about the future. That's a big part of wanting to recenter myself tonight. This is going to be really difficult to talk about. I genuinely cried a mix of, like, sad but, like, freeing tears every time I think about it. But pretty much, TLDR, full disclosure, if you don't already know, this channel has a death date. This channel won't last. I decided, a little bit of a difficult decision, but it's still the decision I want to follow through on. Whenever I move out, 1 week, that's it, 1 week before I move out, I want to host a final stream on this channel that's 12 hours long and dips into a little bit of everything I've done. Not all the live Let's Plays or May I stream, that'd be ridiculous. But my foundations, every big step, the games that really changed and, like, evolved with my content, that's what I want to cover. So I'm thinking, like, kicking off the stream with, like, a half hour of Minecraft Sky Wars, then doing a little bit of Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, Splatoon 1. This isn't the order it would go in, I'm just, like, listing the games. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, obviously Splatoon 3, Mario Party Jamboree, and the stream would end like this. The stream would end with VR Chat and Chill. And then after, Jackogień will be no more. and everything will be Lynn and Ojin. Lynn and Ojin, that channel is going to be the definition of a fresh start. I'm gonna have a brand new channel, new blue sky and socials. I'm gonna be strictly 18 plus. What doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, teehee, here's my cleavage. No, but I will be more mature and more freeing with 18 plus. And yeah, I'll have a fresh start. A fresh start for whenever I move into my first new home. Whether it be a condo or a townhouse or an actual single family home. No matter what it will be, I really want it to signify a fresh start. And part of that fresh start, I really do want to have a separation of my online and my personal life more, because the problem right now is my personal and my IRL chat, or no, sorry, not my IRL chat, wow. My personal / IRL self is like contradicting and colliding and causing conflicts with my online self. And I've already told y'all before, my online self isn't really that different from my IRL self, but being online, I'm a lot more free. I'm a lot more able to express myself. I'm a lot able to experiment and present in many different ways. And yeah, IRL knows about Jackogień, and honestly, that's turned into one of my biggest regrets. I wish I had a divide. I wish I would only told select people, hey, I'm a streamer. Because now, I don't tell anyone really that I'm a streamer if I meet people, unless we have like a solid friendship or we meet through me being a streamer. But for the most part, I want to maintain that. And I think a lot of it has to do with just staying safe. I want to make sure I'm safe. I want to make sure I'm having, you know. Oh, when I did my tarot reading, it was something else. It wasn't the Death Tarot card. For me, it was like the Empress or something. I have it saved somewhere, but when I did my tarot reading, it was something else. But it pretty much still signified that, hey, I'm in the process of a big change in my life. And where I go, I will bloom even further. And you know what? I think that's accurate. That's kind of what Lynn and Ojin will be. It'll be truly a fresh start where I can do things a bit different. And I will have that separation. Oh, I have Nintendo tarot cards I got at Too Many Games. Rather, closing of a chapter, assuming you don't delete Jackogień after. Yeah, no, it's a closing of a chapter. That's the most accurate thing. Is Jackogień is, wow, going to be a 7-year chapter. I'm predicting I will move out in about a year. And that will make Jackogień 7 years long. So it'll be a 7-year endeavor. And after 7 years, it will be over. And I will move on to Lynn and Ojin. Who is VR going? Oh, you mean how is VR going? It's okay, just, you know, talking about life and stuff, like I do. It's how it goes. Whee! Bap. Send it flying. You know, I'm just this. It's gonna be a change, going from You know, same letters, wrong order. Yeah, I picked up what you were putting down, Alola. Also, Alola, for that game you mentioned in DMs, I saw it was 25% off on the eShop. Would that work if you have it on PC and I have it on Switch too? Do you know if that would work? Because I kind of would want to get it for Switch too. I need to look if it has physical version, because that's just eShop. I want to see if it comes out physically. If it doesn't, then maybe I'll just get it for Steam. Looking back in some memories, I'm like, what do you mean the Plop collab happened 3 years ago? What do you mean I met you like 4 years ago? What do you mean Final Fest was 7 years ago? Yeah, no, it's crazy. My channel officially started June 4th of 2020. And now here we are. And I think too, another reason why I want a fresh start, it's like a silly reason, but I feel like people, and this just is like the stupid numbers game, but if you look at like a Splatoon stream compared to like any other stream I knew, I'm gonna take Cassette Beast for example. Cassette Beast barely got 50 views on the VOD for a 2-hour stream. Meanwhile, Splatoon, even when I had to end early at like a 45-minute stream, still like as many views as like a 2-hour stream of any other game. Still like easily 80. And it's crossplay for Switch too? Okay, good. But will return reincarnated, true. But yeah, no, like genuinely, also you might see my like paw going, I'm resting this paw on my knee, and my knee shakes, so if you see this like wiggling, that's why. But yeah, I want to be known as half a Splatuber, but I wish people would care what I do outside of it too, you know? And I know that's might be a big ask, but genuinely, it's what it is. Some people out there only care about what you're doing, they don't care about you. And that's a hard pill to swallow with content creation. Also, people not accepting change in general. I bet you there are some people out there who silently skedaddled once my voice changed. And you know what? That's fine, I don't want them here then. If they can't accept me for who I'm aiming to be, I don't want them here. And granted, I won't really be here forever. In the sense of Jackogień. Hopefully I'm here for a long time when it comes to my soul. If they did, get out! You need to leave! It's starting February next year. It's gonna be hard for all smaller channels. I know it's gonna be an uphill battle with the I get it, there are changes to combat AI, but at the same time, just ban the AI channels then. Instead of making it so much harder for smaller channels, just ban the AI. But whatever. They already gone. Yeah, no. Genuinely, look, the funny thing is, I didn't understand folks who were trans before. I could make a whole discussion video about this. But genuinely, I didn't comprehend it fully. I respected it, but I never understood, like, oh, why would you want to change that? But then again, this could be a hint. One of the only people I got really close with is someone who is trans mask. And I genuinely, the thought in my head was, why would you want to choose to be a guy? Which, I think, in hindsight, might have just been, like, my subconscious being like, Yo, girl, you're trans femme, but who knows? Hello, Stranger Things. Hopefully you're doing alright. You invested more in RPGs and visual novels. Understandable. I would do stuff like that often, but myself I'd probably get bored. Yeah, no, that's fair. I still get a lot of, like, joy out of doing, like, turf war and stuff. But still. I'm not ignorant to say that you would boycott / act against AI, but not this platform. I mean, there are scummy people who play VR, sure. But that's different. That's like the community versus AI is its whole thing. Generative AI is genuinely killing jobs, being bad for the environment, things of that nature. I understand that people use VR in bad ways, but there's also a lot of joy here. For me, I can't have starry nights like this, or city lights, or rain where I live. I've lived out in the country my whole life. So, having these city skyline and the stars, a little bit of rain, VR's nice for that. It's also a great way to just be able to, like, express myself in different ways with my avatar, with all sorts of stuff. So even though things have a, as you put it, negative connotation, it doesn't mean that the entire thing is bad. That could be generalization, which I don't fully agree with. You know, exactly what Alola said. Because of the light pollution, there's no way you could have a city skyline and stars like you can here. Is it more of an escape from reality or a part of your perceived reality? Kind of a mix of both, honestly. I am somebody who does believe a lot in escapism. I'm somebody who uses escapism to deal with my own anxieties and stresses of life. However, I also, through this platform, especially these streams I do, VR chat and chill, it's me hanging out in a VR world, talking to my viewer folks. This is a great way to ground myself. This is a great way to recenter my soul and really just help me distress and figure out who I want to be, who I'm striving to be, all of that. That's why I use VR. It's a platform that I can express myself with and have these amazing little visuals and just be able to chat and chill. Pearl Cherry Vi! Nice to see you, 3. I hope you're doing well. Hehe. If you checked the beginning of stream, I called you 3 out. It's like a certain system predicted this stream from happening. I like going on VR chat with friends to either chill or play games. True. Even with me going back to my college semester next week, so I want to make time to hang out with friends. True. How you doing? I'm not cute, but I'm honestly doing pretty good. All things considered. Hanging out with Brojan was fun, but he got tired, so I got sent home, fixed my headset, because my headset was being weird, and now here we are. That reminds me too, I kind of went on a rant about the future, which was like the big part of the stream, like hence the title and everything. But I also found a cute little world I want to go to that has like a little asking conversation cube. So we'll go there tonight too. But yeah, TLDR for those who missed it and those who don't want to check the VOD. This channel has a death date. A week before I move out, I'll have a big final stream. And then we'll move everything to the new channel where I'll change my target audience to 18 plus because I want to be more chill and like a little bit more silly. I'm not gonna be like teehee, here's like boba, but I'm gonna be like, alright, we could be a little bit more silly, a little bit more unhinged. Still the same vibes I aim for here. Always striving for peace, love, and good vibes. But, yeah. I don't know if it's easier. I think that they don't because they create... You know, genuinely, I do agree with that sentiment. I think the people behind VRC could have better protective measures. And I agree that this should be, like, a 16 plus, 18 plus platform, potentially. Just because of people. I've been in a deep sleep all night yesterday and most of the day. Would you believe I'm still tired? It doesn't be like that. Oversleep is tiresome. That is true. If you oversleep, like I remember in college, I took a lot of naps and I got so tired. It wasn't even funny. Carolyn, 1 week before I move out. Whenever I move out, you know. Oh, I've done that before, Stranger Things. It was technically 23 hours I slept. I was sick with the flu, and I slept from, I think it was 3 p.m. to 2 p.m. the next day. So I slept pretty much a whole day. I slept 23 hours. I mean, ID to Play also has its own issues, because, you know, private data and everything like that. I don't think companies should have everyone's identification. The flu makes sense as a reason to do that. Yeah, no, exactly. I had the flu and I slept for 23 hours. I'm pretty sure it was the flu. I know it's hella sick, but I think it was the flu looking back. Need some help carrying my shits out to a new home, a new state, no less. Yeah, no, I'll drive by with my car. Don't worry. I'll empty out my car. We'll figure out all that when the time comes. Okay, bunny? Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I don't want to talk too much politics, but, like, genuinely there is, like, a lot of scummy things out there in the world of people, like, using spyware and tracking people and stuff like that. It's gross. I need some help here. You? That's, like, almost 2 hours. Yeah, 2-hour drive isn't that bad. One move out day so I could jump over. I will let you know when I know. All I know for sure, 100%, is that we are probably, we as in maybe me and Bunny, probably gonna wait till the time's right. I'm hoping, here's my hope. You ready for this, chat? Thinking about the future, thinking about what I want. Ideally, ideal future here, I want to celebrate my 26th birthday in the new home. So that's what? It's August, September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 6 months and a year. Basically a year and a half. I'm hoping a year and a half from now, I moved into a new home. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, I love my childhood home, but I really want to spread my wings and be my own soul. And I want to do it with my best friend / adopted sibling, Bunny. That is a wild statement. You can't do that in peace. I mean, there's these things called VPNs. That might work. And you don't have to do that at all. I appreciate the thought, but honestly, the only support I ever ask for people is just being here and having the same moral code of peace, love, and good vibes. That's my motto for life. I want to spread peace and love platonically, of course. Peace, love, and good vibes. I'm just here to exist. I'm here to create a safe space for other people to exist as well. $1 just. Nah, I don't deserve none. And I'm not looking for money either. Me still saying, yippee! You know, this is still a 16 plus channel. I will say, like, I'm gonna let that one slide because it was funny enough. I will let that one slide. But yeah, we're still like kind of like basically we're like PG-13, but not rated R. We're like halfway in between PG-13 and rated R. Is a good way of wording it. As someone who's a United Statesian. One is vibe right now, and the second is very, very chaotic. Relatable. Sometimes I could be a little gremlin. Ask some of these like go-to viewers. Ask Yellow and Mike are good examples. I mean, Pearl Cherry Vi also, but like Mike and Yellow, I think can single-handedly confirm my chaotic nature, especially with Kirby Air Riders. Said worse than that on his own stream, but it's funny. Yippee! Oh, you didn't have to do a tube. I seen a tube dancing, a wacky waving arm. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, though. I appreciate the wacky waving arm. You don't have to do it, but I will put that towards my move out fund. We should collab at Air Riders? Probably, yeah. I need to play I played Air Riders tonight and it was a lot of fun. With Brogen. Lord Micah. How about I greatly appreciate you, Micah, if that's your preferred name. You already that's crazy. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube. Well, for me it's tube NB, but tube FemB, tube girl, tube gal. Oh, it's pronounced Mika. My apologies. I'm really bad at pronunciations, which is funny because no one can pronounce Ogen. It's also pronounced Ogin if you're Polish or Slavic. We met the inflatable. You're a fleshy puppy. That's true. I made a fur and flesh. What's my favorite idol group right now? Honestly, I think Deep Cut. After playing more Raiders, Deep Cut might be it. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yippee! Mika. I'll keep that in mind though. Yeah, dude. You know, I'm fleshy. I'm made of flesh. Flesh and bone and blood and fur. Ooh, party. Party? Treat? Thanks for the party, Stranger Things. Appreciate the little party hat. Wish I got to put a party hat on my head. Are Novas the best avatars? I'm sorry, I'm not that good with the with those avatars. I'm more of a Last Airbender viewer. Yes, this is live. Pearl Cherry Vi, you need to listen to this if you haven't. This is called. Hold on, I gotta flip the camera. Hold on. How do I? This is called Poke Emo. By Game Chops, and yes, this is Lavender Town right now. But yeah, Poke Emo. It's really good. Girl is very pretty too. Oh, like Nova Beast. I don't know Nova Beast either, but I guess I'll take your word for it. You know, trust me, I adore it. So, I think Violet would too, knowing Vi. Yeah, I'm mostly, what's a good way of wording myself? I'm mostly an indie game and Nintendo nerd are like my two biggest things I do. you really play for the vibes? Yeah, no, I do. I'm just a casual gamer, honestly. It's a good way of putting it. Oh wait, Nova Beast as in Pokemon. Oh, you're talking about Ultra Beasts. Those are Ultra Beasts, not Nova Beasts. If you're talking about Pokemon, that's Ultra, not? Yeah, I was about to say those are Ultra Beasts. Nova Beasts are a furry creature. Oh. Nova Beast furry avatar. You know, I just play for the vibes. I usually just here to chat. Yeah, I don't know anything about Nova. I can look. What happens if I look up Nova Beast? You know, I just have my Sona, really. Oh, those? Are those called Nova Beasts? They have like a big mane. I think I found them. Or like at least a picture of a Nova Beast. I didn't know those were called Nova Beasts. I've seen a few of them before. People stole the model without paying for it. You know, that's stinky. I'll tell you 100%, this was made off a template that was like paid for. This is my Fursona, Ojin. But it was made based off a template from my friend bought the template and customized it and everything. And I basically paid it to pay for the template and for the customization. OG darling, yeah? What's up, Pearl Cherry Vi? Yeah? What's up? Hello, Starlight. But yeah, what calling darling? What's up? What? Just tell your nickname. Grrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr Femby's my favorite word for it. You can just call me by my name too, Ogin, Ogien, or Lynn. But yeah, I go by they and she. My bio just says they them though, because, you know, femboy gender. I mean, if people want to identify as such, then yeah. I know some people are comfortable with identifying as a femboy. I'm not, though. I'm like trans femme, but also androgynous and NB. So, again, I like to see it as like a spectrum. I guess it depends on what it is. Make a joke of my pay. As long as it's not offensive, you don't have to. Look, it doesn't matter how much money. If it's offensive, it's not really a joke. You know, ProTravi typed exactly what it meant. Yeah, my tail wags whenever I do this. Just like rub my cheek with my like hand here. I do 6-year-old humor? I'll politely decline then. Because middle school humor could be bad. Trust me, I was a middle schooler once, I know. I've said some things in the past when I was young that I definitely wouldn't now. Also, I'm not a queen. Yeah, I was a middle schooler once. Oh, 16's high school? I don't remember. Look, I'm coming up on being 25. My memory's kind of gone. I forgot as my brain's small. You're old. Yeah, no, I am. I don't know. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast 2 days ago. How am I supposed to remember what age I was in middle school and high school? I don't know what that means. I hope you're not being offensive to its Pearl Cherry and Vi. Brain also small, no worries. You know, my brain, I don't... It's smooth up in here. Can't remember what you had for breakfast, then we might have the same thing for breakfast. You know, I don't remember. I just eat what's available. I don't overthink it. Is it the youngin slang? Maybe? I don't know much. I'll be 100% real. I don't know much, so I just exist. Make suggestive comments? I'm not making suggestive. I'm just talking. Yeah. I'm kind of confused with what you're yapping about, Mike. I'll be 100% real. Oh, wait, are you talking about... Oh, because the tease. Oh, because... No, okay, no, that's an ongoing bit. Hello fan? No, I like the Helloverse. Oh shoot, my music stopped. I guess I gotta find some other tunes here. I was gonna swap worlds eventually, but I guess I could find another background noise. Let me just do Katu waves. Yeah, what does Huzz mean? Can someone like actually look into that? I'm genuinely curious now. If this is like slang I don't know. Okay, that's not Katu waves. Where's Katu? Oh my gosh, did I spell Katu wrong? K-A-A-T-U maybe? How's this like a romantic part? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Pearl, Cherry, and Vi and myself just tease. It's more of a... just teehee. No, it's fine. We have a very, like, ongoing bit of, like... Apparently I can't account for this. But... Apparently... My reactions are cute and funny when I get flustered. Nah. Genuinely, I probably... Wow, this is going to sound incredibly sad, but it's probably true. I'm probably never going to have a partner. At least not for a long, long time. I don't think I deserve one. I say that as you all say love yourself and insult myself less. No, it's true. I'm too much of a mess. I don't deserve anyone else. Hell, I say all the time I don't even deserve y'all. But I still have y'all, so... Still, I appreciate it. Even though, I don't think I deserve. Pass out on the date. Who's not a mess? I mean, that's true. You should love yourself. No, nah. That's difficult. So you're not getting a look at my big fucking fluffy tail. Don't deserve as crazy, you do deserve not. When you think you're ready. Whenever you think you're ready. I don't... That's a load of things. Thanks for calling me Stardust, though. I'm trying to be a better person for future us. Yeah, no, I have a lot to work on myself. You see your big fluffing fucking tail, yeah. Forgive me. Well, I don't think I do, but still, thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that. That will go into my future funding for future home and mortgage and everything. Is that Asgore? Yes, it is. I have an ear in my eye. There we go. Yeah, Asgore Lo-Fi by Katu Waves. I don't understand though that you aren't fully ready. Yeah, no, I have a lot to work on myself. And I don't know. I made the joke during Cassette Beasts. It's like, geez, I just want someone to hold me. Which, I mean, was partly for the bit, but also partly real. And that's not even like in a romantic sense either, fully. Like, sure, romantic sense would be nice too. But I've genuinely had like platonic cuddles before. They were nice. Still. I don't know, I'm too much of a hot mess. Sibling hugs, you know, sibling hugs are nice. But yeah. I guess we're looping back around to talking about the future. I will say one thing that is nice. I'm actually getting more and more proud of my voice. Like, this androgynous voice I've been using, like, most of the stream up until this point. Holy shit, I love it. I wish I could have this voice, like, all the time. Granted, when I get shyer and more excitable and it pitches up and it goes up to here, I like that too. I just hope others think it's nice, I guess. You sound lovely. Oh, thank you. I mean, I will swing my head from side to side. I'm neutral. I'm neutral on it. Thank you for the 5 chromer, but still. Oh yeah, you forgot to do your moo bon purr. Or moo? Wait, is it purr? I forgot. Yeah, purr, it is purr. How did I forget purr? I forgot bunny purr. I forgot that. Also, you get, Wario. Is Wario shaking his ass? No!
At Lynch donated
damn it, I meant to have Wario's fat ass shake. Damn it.
Bark only until this super chat.
Okay, well,
meow for positive feedback, bark for negative feedback, swing head to side for neutral.
Here, I'm gonna do a thing. If I can do so, I'm gonna do a thing. No, I don't have my phone on me. Shit. You know, typically when I have a super, it usually shakes Wario's ass, but because, I haven't set up VR in over a month. I didn't have it set up right. I will make up for it. So, that's my noises. Hold on. Oh, I need more lo-fi. And then I will make sure Wario's ass shakes it. Tap back to stream because I realized Wario shaking ass. Yeah, I think I'm in the right insanity. Yeah, no, that's true. That's my super chat notification. If I do it right, hold on. I'm gonna try here. Oh wait, what's this button do? Oh, I can do 50. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I can do this for free. Hold on. I can do a thing for free. Unk alert. No, wait. It's not Unk alert. I need 50. I have 50 for free. Hold on. I'm just like looking up what I can do here. Here we go. I'm just gonna boop. I found a free thing. Okay, good. They work now. Okay, cool. My ears and tail are kind of the peak, pinnacle of masculinity. True, Jax, totally. Okay, so now I know that the alerts work. To make up for me not having, Wario shake it earlier, here's Wario's ass. Hold on. Wario, shake your ass for $1, please. Pretty please. I need Wario shaking it. From the bunny with no tail. True. Here we go. Come on, Wario. Yeah!
At Jackogień donated $1 through Super Chat.
Yippee! I heart myself. Got the wagon. Wario, come back! I miss it. Yippee! Thanks, buddy. Wario.
Booney donated $2
I got to
through Super
win.
Chat. Wario, come back! I missed it.
Hello, SOS. I see. Hopefully you're doing well. Yippee ass! Who doesn't love ass? I mean, what? Who said that? Cuddle Booney. Cuddle Booney. Oh, my car's too slow. Where's my cord? Somewhere around here. Staring at my paws right now. Love, love. True that. That's a good message. Good ass message. Be yourself, and if you can't be yourself right now, slowly take the step so you can one day, so that you can be happy. That's what I'm doing anyway. Trying my best to get there. One step at a time, they say. Also, I am looking teehee, and I use they, she, and how about option 3? No money. I mean, if it does help, I can try to do the most femme voice I possibly can. Usually I save this one though. Do it more for a tease. Isn't that right, adorable little bunnies out there? I know you know. Pretty girl thing. Pretty little sibling. Handsome in the suit. Teehee. Teehee. Tenjul! Thank you for Tenjul! Golden turd! Who doesn't love a good old golden turd? Speaking of turds, I'm not gonna go take a turd, but I'm gonna have water. I can't imagine you actually saying that to my face. I could. He's in Jackogień. That's not fair. Yeah, hydrate's important. Afraid of me teasing you back again? I will have my Boo plushie ready to throw at you. Just seeing the word clicker sent me in a frenzy. Grr. I need to have a pillow for it, and I need to throw them at you all. Alright. I need the leash. Grr. No. Ha! No. Maybe. Just kidding. I want to go to a world. I am gonna have to meet the music in the world until I load up new one. But I want to go to a world I discovered last night that I really like. I think I put it under Quest Compatible. Yep, it's called Wistful. Oh no, a pillow! Oh, whatever will the witches that slay angels for fun do? Oh, the horrors! Teehee, 1,000,000 pillows be upon thee. Oh, stop looking at my thighs. Get up here. No. Oh my gosh, did my avatar glitched? What the? Did my avatar glitch? Oh, there it goes. The hat was loading. I was about to say, what the heck? Nobody got us saying it hoards instead of hurts, lol. Wow, it hoards! The thighs? No, get out of here. I just loaded into the world that way. That wasn't supposed to be a free, you know, free show or anything. Oh shit, I need to meet the- oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted because of this audio. Grrr, probably. Alright, I'm gonna stream. I'm going to pull the- ooh, thank you for gold! Hello, Scorpio. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna load up. I think Game Chops has a live of, like, video game piano music or something. Game Chops. YouTube. Thank you for the thingy. I couldn't see it. I'm loading up music, but I'll check it out in a moment. Live. Yeah, there is peaceful and relaxing video game piano covers. Holy crap, what? What's going on? What is going on right now? So many little stars and things. What? Oh, you don't have to do $10, Andy. Oh my gosh. So many little gifts. What? You don't have to send me all the gifts while I'm loading music. Grr. Keep the voice up and it'll evolve. There's a VA who's trans femme and her voice made a full evolution. Her voice is in cyberpunk. Sounds indistinguishable from a cis woman. Maddie Taylor. Interesting. Why is there so many jewels? What? Huh? Thank you for them, but wow. We're reaching quota this month, true. You hear that, Mr. Grizz? We're getting quota. You don't have to worry about us not getting salmon. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I don't think I deserve, but genuinely thank you. Okay, one second. I'm gonna go over here. I have to enter video URL. And do that. Hit OK. That should load the stream.
Donated $2 through Super Chat. Smacks her face.
Smacks your face. Ah! Hello, fake pigeon. Or faked pigeon. Hopefully you're doing well. You do deserve the support, Lynn. Nuh-uh. Okay, there we go. Wind Waker. Cool. And thanks for the support, y'all. Oh my gosh, so many stickers. Such a good Femby. Not true. Grr. Alright, that's gotta be good, right? Just making sure the volume's good. I'll do 40%. Okay. Here we go. Here's the thing. Till you feel like you deserve it. Well, then I'm gonna say I deserve it then, just so y'all stop.
At Siosam Lynch
Oh my
donated
gosh.
$4.99 through Super Chat.
Holy
Donate till you
smokes.
feel like you deserve it.
Y'all are too much. Again, genuinely, like, I'm just a random nerd. I don't deserve, okay? But I will say I deserve just so you stop, because I genuinely save your money for something more important, especially in this economy. I appreciate it, but genuinely, y'all need to do, like, save up for, like, groceries or something. So like and sub, I mean, only if you enjoy the vibe. I'm gonna sit down here. Throw it at me so I can throw it back at you. Wow. Those love you damn / affectionate T. Gonna show you that. Oh, okay. Save up for HRC. True. Also a Discord server for more idiocy. I mean, that's true. But I usually want to listen to something relaxed. I usually pull out my favorite PS1 song. Interesting. I definitely am more of a video game lo-fi type person. Or piano cover. Also, isn't this world very pretty? Like, the lavender color, and like... It just looks really nice. So I love it, everyone. Yippee! Conversation cube. We're gonna... I want to use this conversation cube because this seems like a cool little thing where we can just yap and talk about different things. What's something creative you've always wanted to try? Genuinely, animation. I suck at drawing, but genuinely animation seems like a fun thing. Even just to do something simple. Seems like something fun. What the hell do you... Wow, HRT is great! Why do you look like me? Not as pretty as you. Not true. You three girl things need to get a mirror and start calling yourself pretty and cute and wonderful. Okay? But yeah, no, genuinely animation would be nice. How do you process emotions when you're overwhelmed? You don't... Oh my gosh, 20 bucks? Mika!
Siosam Lynch donated $19.99
You
through
You don't
Super
have to
Chat.
do... Thank you, but...
Beat this.
Grr, please. Oh my gosh. I don't need it. I appreciate it. I might deserve it. But still. Let's not make it a competition, yeah. And a wonderful Ashlow. Good! That's good. I need to start doing that too, because I genuinely don't. I'm getting better at drinking water. That's a start, right? Taking care of myself. Get better at hydrating. How do you process emotions when you're overwhelmed? This is one of them. VR chat and chill, turf war and vibe. A mixture of listening to lo-fi or relaxing music and doing a hobby I really enjoy. Whether that's stargazing, or streaming, or gaming, or just yapping. Whenever I'm overwhelmed, I either, if I can, I hold in that overwhelmed feeling and let it go later, or I just step away for like a minute or two and take some deep breaths and box breathe. But outside of appearances, yeah, we can't get into that when looking at ourselves. Understandable. My outside appearance needs a lot of work. Or my appearance needs to work. I'm liking my personality. I'm still, I don't know, that's complicated. Oh, I see OG art. Wow. Music about it helps. True. Yeah, there's a lot of music that helps me. Shut down. Honestly, if I'm at work and I'm overwhelmed, I will shut down. I will, put up a mask. I will get through it. And just deal with it later. It's usually how I deal with it. See how red their face gets? Grr, no. Nuh-uh. That's why I said stop. You didn't need to do any of that. What's a small thing that instantly lifts your mood? Honestly, it's stupid, but genuinely compliments. Make us sound like a puppy girl, but oh well. Puppy girl, nice. Puppy girl's nice. What's a small thing that, yeah, genuinely compliments. Compliments, affirmation, or something like a treat, something small or sweet that it just tastes good. One of the God of War Ragnarok. I hear good things about that game. Treat? Treat? I like treat. But yeah, no, genuinely small little. Yeah, you're a puppy for sure. No, I'm not. Grr. Grr. Cute little puppy. No. What motivates you to get out of bed in the morning? Again, cheesy as hell, but honestly, more than I was gonna have an emotional moment. I got flustered by seeing Good Girl. Anyway, Girl, I'll get you back for that one, Seb. What motivates you to get out of bed in the morning? I will put a pin in that. I'll say things. I don't think I'm ever getting close to a best streamer territory, Mika, but still, I genuinely appreciate the compliment. And yeah, no, these streams are all about just talking about life, really. That's what this stream's about. And I like this little conversation cube, bringing up, questions and stuff. I'm sorry, you're good. You're good, Seb, teehee. But, going back to the motivating thing. What motivates me to get out of bed? It might be simple, it might be silly. Once you have a self-defined purpose, that's what helps me get out of bed. Sometimes my bed's hella comfortable, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to get out of it. But I have a simple goal in life, and my simple goal is just aiming to be myself, because if I can be myself and make one person's life just slightly better, then I'm worthy of living. And that's something that I keep telling myself constantly. That's genuinely what I'm trying to do with my life. Even when have some low points, or have some existential moments, or I'm worried about not being accepted, or not ever finding a place to fit in, or any of those anxieties. I know that if I can just be myself and help people, then I'm doing things right. So that's what motivates me to get out of bed, really. The idea of helping others. It makes me feel genuinely cared for. This is gonna be a really short answer, but genuinely, actions. You know the whole thing about actions speak louder than words? When people are there, even when I'll be honest, I suck at following up with people. But even if people are there through thick and thin, through good times and bad, through, like, if people are just there for me, that makes me feel cared for. Even though I know can be a massive fuck up sometimes, and I don't think I'm the best person, I try really hard to be. And when people are there and show me that same kindness and respect I try my best to show everyone, it goes a long way. We're all massive fuck ups sometimes. Yeah, that's true. I just know I am. I'll go to your streams. Well, thank you, faked pigeon. Yeah, bad food. Understandable. Food's a good motivator. And that's okay. We're all massive fuck up sometimes, and that's okay. Yeah, I just know I definitely am one. I'm an anxious mess. I trip over my own words. I have a massive, like, I don't know if it's inferiority or just, like, an existential, like, feeling of, like, worrying about being good. I don't know. It's hard to put into words, but it's like there's definitely some fuck up in this noggin, and a lot of it's rooted in self-doubt and anxiety and fear and yeah, all that. What's your current favorite hobby? I would say, honestly, I know like the easy answer is streaming, but voice acting? Because I take everything I learned about voice acting, I apply it to voice training, and then I just use it as well to, like, express different sides of myself. Like, if I just think about my pure exhaustion, here's Hex. Hex is a character of mine that manifests my entire emotional drainage whenever I'm fully burned out. Whenever I'm at the edge of my road and, like, I feel like I can't do anything. Hex sort of embodies that feeling, and I'm able to process those feelings more through voice acting. So, Hex helps with that department. And that's just one example, really. Sure can be funny with his friends, but it can also help with seeing how far you can take yourself. That's fun. I mean, to just be blunt, I'm already MS and my partner, she's amazing, but I probably dump my problems to her too much, and yet she's still been with me still. That's still really sweet, though, like, knowing you have each other's backs and stuff. How do you define happiness? Can you even define happiness? For me, I feel emotion very strongly. I don't know if anyone else feels the way I do about this, but I firmly believe that souls are real because I feel emotion at the core of my being. And that is everything. That's happiness, that's sadness, that's love, that's dread, that's hollowness, that's numbness, that's passion, that's fury. Every feeling I feel is rooted in my soul. So, to just define happiness, it's hard to, because it's just an offset of passion. Passion and love are kind of the same feeling for me. They have that same tingling, like burning campfire feel. And that's what passion and love are. Happiness is close to that. It's like a little spark. It's not like a full-on flame, but happiness just is like a little spark. Happiness is food. Food's good, though. Food is good. That'll make you feel you. That's another good way of defining it. Happiness is gay. I mean, as someone who's pan, I can agree. Granted, I have my existential moments and stuff, but being myself does make me feel happy. Yay, burning campfire. Ow, fire! Happiness is hanging out with peace to vibe with you. Yippee! How can I be woke if I'm too eepy? That's the neat part. You can be eepy woke. What's a skill you'd love to master? Piano. I can play on the piano, but I would love to master it. Merciless violence against the divine. Wow! You know, a skill I'd love to master is piano. I do love me some piano. Wow, it's almost 11 o'clock. How'd the time fly? What goal are you currently working towards? I mean, besides HRT? No. Moving out. Moving out's probably my biggest goal. But I guess, more accurately, the goal I'm trying to obtain sooner is paying off my student loans. According to my calculations, I should be able to pay off all my student loans by February. Either February or March. Somewhere around there. Can I do it? Probably. When I move out. When I'm safe to do so. How to play bass. Want to make an instrument I could feel happy with? Yeah, no, that'd be cool. My soul's always just been a part of piano. What would you title the current chapter of my life? Oh, that is a good question. This current chapter. Maybe something along the lines of seeing the path but not reaching it yet. I don't know, it's definitely something with that theming, right? It's like, I know what path I want to go on, I just can't reach it. So right now, I'm sort of in between changes of my life. So I'm just like waiting for the right time to get to the new path. I guess one way of putting it, this chapter of my life could just be labeled ready for change. Or getting ready for change. Because I want to get to the change. Even if I'm not quite there. You have a personal question? I have a personal answer, maybe. What's yellow? My next chapter will be called Independence. Yippee! Independent together. Independent together if we try. Goodbye to the chains. No, I would call the next chapter Freedom Motif. See, this chapter would be preparing for change. Maybe that's a good way of putting it. Preparing for change. And the next chapter would be freedom with change. Other things is being eternally apathetic. I mean, honestly, that's one way to cope with it. I don't know if that's inherently bad, but that's just one way to cope. Stabbed you in the side, cheese. Yeah, I mean, those lead pencils are... I used to do that to myself, but I would never do that to someone else. It's crazy. The moment you hear it once, you hear it everywhere. Yeah, the do, do 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 do, do 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 do. So I have a scar from it? Oh, ouch. Did they not press the top then? That's rude. I'm sorry that happened to you, Stranger Things. Is there an OG theme? Technically, I did compose a leitmotif, but I don't know if I'll use it. It goes something like... I don't know if I'll ever use it. We misheard the freedom motif in a song recently. Wow! Look at FL Studio chart. No, I've done the same thing, Feisty. I can do the boo, doo 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 doo. Like I can recognize it. I just saw it now. Yellow. You're not annoying. I think that's cute. Same with Megalovania and Bad Apple. Wow. The most peak melody at the same time. Wow. How do you approach forget? Oh God. Do I have to answer this one? Oh my stars. Okay, well it depends on how bad the transgression is. Pass if you want. Yeah, I was about to say, how do I approach forgiveness? That's loaded. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at, it depends on how bad the transgression is. If it's something that should be forgiven, you know, there's ways for that. But, like, there's also nothing wrong with disassociating from someone who wronged you. What does ooh, this is a better question. What does freedom mean to you? To insert the freedom motif. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. I feel like for me understanding is first, but if it's so bad, it probably shouldn't be forgiven. Hell no, a silly mistake can forget. Yeah, no, true. 100%. For me, freedom's just the ability to be unforgivingly yourself. Like, no anxiety, no fear, just unapologetic. That's the word I was looking for. Unapologetically. You were unapologetically, truly yourself, without fear of judgment, without fear of anything else. Freedom is the polar opposite of fear for me. That's what it means. Freedom is being yourself with nothing holding you back. Exactly, Pearl Cherry Vi. I feel that. I feel the same way. Want to be free. No chains on me. Well, I want to live without any judgment or worry or of consequences. Freedom for me. Exactly. Yeah. No judgment or fear or worry. Just completely Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big basket shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. You can have one chain to collar. Grr. That's between me and my future SO. Thank you very much. I don't think I'll actually ever have a collar. Just saying. As much as y'all tease me about that, probably won't happen. Why I'm not big enough? It's on your avatar. Y'all hush. Y'all hush. Grr. Grr. You should have remembered to play Freedom motif, but your uwus. Grr. No. What habits make you feel most like yourself? Huh, chat. Hey, chat. Can you answer this one for me? What habit makes me feel most like myself? Should have on your avatar. Grr. No. I'm just gonna be defiant. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna fold my arms for that. Nuh-uh. Not true. Bleh. Bleh. Your little puppy sounds. That's true. My little... That one feels nice. Using my preferred voice. Being cute is not... No. It's not true. Nuh-uh. But no, genuinely just being able to express myself. You're ranting. I like hearing you ramble. I do ramble quite a bit. I do love when I get passionate and ramble. What does your ideal future look like? Buddy, how sappy can I be? Because I told Bunny, Bunny knows exactly what that means. I rambled to Bunny on the way to our Airbnb about an ideal future. And yeah, that's still true. You can go ahead, be as sappy as you want to be. Yippee! So yeah, no, genuinely, like, a nice Mario Galaxy music. How fitting. But no, genuinely, my ideal future is having a home where it's Bunny has their bedroom and their office and everything. I have a nice big bedroom that I would share with my significant other. I would have my own office, and my SO would have their own space too. And then would have like a nice kitchen and living area and dining room and either a patio or a deck where I could like grill some good yummer, like some steak. And we're not too far away from somewhere more urban, maybe something like a suburban, so that we could still go out and go to pubs and things that are fun, like walking around a mall. And then maybe also not too far from a stargazing spot. I think that would be nice. Some would dream like that. Understandable, Andy. But yeah, no, genuinely, that's the way I see it. Bunny, myself, and whoever my future SO is. And house with the SO. Yippee! Have a great stream. Well, thank you, Z. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, that's my dream. I know it's a little sappy and maybe a little cliche, but genuinely it'd be really nice to have, each of us have like a little office or area where we'd work. I'd have like my own like streamer room. Bunny would probably have their own little area, art studio, art office with streaming stuff too. And room for whatever passions my SO has. Whether that be streaming too, or that be art as well, or that be, I don't know, like taxidermy or something, or pottery, or whatever my future SO has. I don't want to limit it. That's for future Lynn to figure out, really. Why do I get dog ads on your channel only? Because I guess Google AdSense knows I'm a furry. I don't know. Heading to work right now. Good luck, Z. You got it. Get through the day. One step at a time, they say. One trip and you're back that way. I got an alcohol ad for streaming, so that's more questionable. Yay, booze! I mean, I have done drunk streams before, so... What's the truth you think people overlook? About myself, or in general? I'll interpret it this way. A truth that people overlook. The truth of the matter is that it's genuinely not hard to treat people with common courtesy and respect and kindness. It is not hard. Even if you don't understand a soul, or souls in general, you can be patient and you can give a genuine effort to try to understand someone. It's not hard. And people overlook how easy it is to just give a shit. It kind of reminds me of, I think Toby Fox said in a newsletter that one of the characters for chapter 5, I'm not going to say who, it is spoiler, but genuinely, Toby Fox wrote a dialogue where it's just like, oh yeah, that's my power, Rousey. I give a shit. That's my power. And it's like, that's like such good writing. I wish that was left in the chapter. That's my power. Giving a shit. It's not hard to give a shit. I'm not talking about the ones in the turlet either. You feel the need to insult someone for the smallest things. No, genuinely, like, why? Making fun of others just because, what, you don't understand? Or you don't agree? Or you have a different worldview? Why not just, like, live and let live instead? Doesn't make any sense. How do I approach personal growth? One small step at a time? For me, growth is not spontaneous. Although, sometimes I wish it was, but... growth takes time. It takes energy. And it takes steps to do. So me? I take it just one small step at a time. Why not make fun of yourself? Oh, I already do that. That's my solution. I'll just poke fun at myself. Giving a shit is the path to the dark side or something. Rage baiting is the worst thing that happened to society. Honestly, true. Like, why? That's just called... rage baiting is the same thing as, like, internet trolls, like, back in the day. It's the same thing. Same thing, just a different labeled toilet, really. Try again until you feel right. True. Work on them and check off everything you've achieved. That's true. That's a good way of putting it, too. I like the, I'm just gonna take one small step at a time. That's my take on it. Growth happens so much without noticing. That's true. What's something you've recently changed your mind about? Do you mean besides being cis? Because that's something where my egg cracked. That was a change of personal view. ASD? What's ASD? Oh, autism spectrum. Technically, yes. I was assigned. I don't know if it's still on my record or not because some weird shit happened. I think the weird shit happened with, like, I was diagnosed, I think, at the time they were using the label of Asperger's, but I think they got rid of that label, in the DSM-5, but they still have that label for some other government medical thing. So, I'm in a weird limbo of, I think I just got put on the spectrum, but I'm not 100% sure. So here we are, yippee! You know, I'm like 99% sure I'm pan. Although I will say a weird thing. Ever since my egg cracked, I've been more leaning towards femme. That's not meaning I'm not pan, but I will say that, like, it's weird because it's a weird mix of, like, getting gender reaffirmed when there's, like, teehee lesbian. So it's like, I think that's why my soul's, like, started leaning a little bit more femme. But, like, I'm still, like, femme attraction. But, like, I'm still pan because I don't... Like, when it comes to having an SO and a partner, for me, it's more about the soul than anything else, and that's still true. I just noticed that after egg crack, I don't know, there's a certain feeling of, like, euphoria with girl. I don't know. It's hard to put into words. Egg e. But yeah, I don't want to ramble too much about that. I don't want the stream getting into too much, but so this is just more confidence. It often happens to folks when they actually start HRT too. More confidence causes a shift in how they describe their orientation. Huh. Interesting. Me who wants to trans to mask. Wow. We're two sides of the same egg. Or a reflective egg, I guess. But no, I just... Oh my gosh, why... It just... I don't know. It's hard to... You know, I'm on the spectrum all AT. We feel a lot more confident about being lesbian after coming out, and more now as well. It's hard to word. I just know that, like, I get so much more flustered when it's stuff like, well, you saw how I react in Cassette Beasts. That, oh my gosh, that melts my soul. That gets my cheeks all red and I feel like melting. Either way, that's a lot to worry about for the future. I'm too easily flustered by that. But it just... Wow. Anyway, I guess something I a little bit changed my mind on. I'm still pretty confident in being pan, I just... haven't met narrows it down even more now that you met Viola. Wow. Well, I'm excited to see. I wonder how I'll feel about. Only time will tell. Really gets me flushing as my partner. Phantom, I realize I never named them. Yeah, no, genuinely. Okay, that's an interesting point too. I want to bring up now that you mention it, Feisty. If I'm in a committed relationship, almost nothing gets me flustered except for my partner. Then I'm only this much of a mess typically when I'm like just existing without a committed relationship. And because I know this for a fact, because I think someone tried to like tease me when I had a partner, and it was like far less effective. So I don't know, there's like some kind of like barrier that goes up when that happens. Fictional characters still work, but yeah. I have a partner to avoid all that. Well, thanks, Sip. I mean, you can still call me shit ass and throw plushies at me, just like, you know. Also, it's a pretty big if of when/if I'll get a partner. I have a long ways to go. You don't understand. Or you probably do understand. Why am I saying don't understand? But I have a long ways to go. Hell, I don't even have my hair. My hair's like starting to do like the curling thing. You know when your hair gets long enough and starts to like curl up? I think it's doing like the curl up, and then eventually when it gets longer, it'll flute back down. I just need my hair to get heavy enough to flute back down. Because right now it's just doing the curve up. Long and curve up before it floops down. Soon or ever. Understandable and real, Zoro. We will as well. We'll still compliment you though. Well, thank you. I don't think that's gonna be for a long time. So I guess for now you could keep on teasing me and affirming my gender identity, and stuff, because it does genuinely help me, and I appreciate it from you, Septic, and everyone. I was gonna ask if you want some hair extension. Ooh! You want it if I chop it off eventually? Maybe! So green kid curl cur. Oh, it's Stickman. Okay, sorry Stickman. Hi Stickman. Sorry, user like handle moment. YouTube handle moment. I'm not a good girl, no. Grr. Bap. I would bap if I had the camera, but I would obviously first personing it so I could read the questions. What's something you've never tried but want to do? I want to go to an area. I've never been to an area with like zero light pollution. I would love to like try to look up at the Milky Way with like zero light pollution. All that good stuff. Yippee! SCVR is good Stardust allowed then? Yeah. Grr, I'm not a good Stardust though. Why Stardust exact? Oh, you never played in Stars in Time. In Stars in Time, see if in Stars in Time one you would know. Yeah, in Stars in Time. I'm pretty sure I've had the same starter sequence since I was 11. Fair enough. Skydiving? Interesting. Someone get yellow on it. You know, in Stars in Time is great. Have you ever had a turning point that changed your perspective? Well, we already talked about that, didn't I? Hey, guess what? There's this neat little thing. This is great. There's this character called Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. And her journey I took very seriously as a warning sign of, hey, don't live your life. Don't be an asshole. Don't hide yourself. Don't push others away. Be true to yourself. This is a character that calls the protagonist Stardust. Yippee! Do you prefer plans or spontaneously? Okay, so here's the thing. If I'm by myself or it's just me and one other person, I usually do a rough plan. However, if I'm with a group of people, or if it's my partner, spontaneously, something that's spontaneous, I'll just go with the flow on. You're like, alright, fuck it, we ball. What do you wish people understood better about you? That I'm just a person. At the end of the day, I'm just a soul like the rest of you. I know sometimes people put creators on a pedestal and stuff. I don't want that. I am just somebody who's trying to live my life to the best of my ability and to try to make a positive influence, even if it's a little small. Also, I'm sorry I can't understand Russian. Yellow can help. Yellow! What's going on? I don't understand. Sweet little puppy girl. No. Not true. What does success mean to you? Success would be freedom. And success would be my ideal future, or a future similar to it coming true. Excuse me. They make a positive impact on us. Well, thank you. I'm glad I could do so. Also, thank you all for, the stream tonight. I know I'm not ending quite yet, but still, I still want to show my gratitude. Because why should talk about most likely doing it to be friendly? Understandable. Ah! Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Did I seriously just... Okay, whatever. Anyway. Ignore me actually, melting at my own, head scratchies and petting, but, where's my cuff? This is just because I care about you three, okay? Fine, if you want to see it. I think it's under toggles. It's that one. That's the one I prefer. There. You happy? That's going away. I said away. Let's do chatty. Sonic. I'm facing through the couch, I'm realizing. Boop. I'm in the couch. A few necklaces. Would you want me to let you try some? Ooh, yeah, sure. Necklaces sound nice. Cute, not true. It's 11:15. I should wrap it up, but I don't want to go to bed yet. But I should. I'm not cute. Only if she wants to. No, I do. I'm just, like, also nervous. Because, like, I don't know if I can, quote-unquote, like, pull it off. I would want to, but... What time did we start stream chat? I'm trying to, like... Okay, we'll wrap it up here. It's almost been 2 hour. We'll do like 11:20 then. Make it a nice 2 hour. I like doing this. This feels cute. I can grab my ear too, hold on. Wah. Hiding my face behind the ear. Okay. How does that even happen? The glass got stuck in my hair. Wow. You would have voiced this frustration. There's something genuinely. Oh no, the Twitch AI BS. Yes. Twitch is very stinky for that. I did see that. Can't believe they would do that. I can't believe Kara made them do that. No, I'm kidding. But no, genuinely, that is stinky. I'm sad that they did that. Nice little plants. I'll be dipping earlier then. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, afternoon. Just don't get up in a time loop. Wow! Okay, don't worry. My name's not Sifrin, so should be fine. Des is actually Frisk. Wow! Yeah, Twitch be stinky for that one. But then again, I'm not surprised by it either. Sadly, like, I should be surprised, but at this point I'm not. Because, like, of course a corporation would do that. To sit. That's close enough. Afraid of a head, that's why I barely show my art on any platform, just to friends and server. Stickman, that is talent. Wow. With my shirt pushing my glasses up and I got really tangled. Magical glasses and hair, I guess. Especially Amazon, true. Okay, we can't believe Kara made Gaster, made Friend, make Frisk, make Chris, make Noel do that. It's insane. But no, genuinely, okay, so kind of looping back the combo a little bit. We started the stream talking about the future. And I know that I'm going to be changing channels once I move out. I will say, I will probably cry my eyes out a little bit when it comes to that final stream. But at the same time, having a fresh start, I think is the smartest thing I could do. Having a fresh start with a brand new channel sounds like the best way to close this chapter of my life and start my next one. The next chapter being when I'm fully on my own. Well, minus Bunny, of course. When I say on my own, I mean living in my own home, being basically an own adult. So that's what I mean by that. What I do? No. Oh, what I didn't know. I said, like, when I said I can't wait to be out on my own. When I say on my own, that meant with you, Bunny, is what I was trying to get at. It's like, yeah, I can't wait to move out and live on my own, but when I say live on my own, I mean that includes you. When I say that, I meant like the freedom to just live in my first home away from fam, like being self-sufficient but also Sib. Are we not invited to that chapter? Yeah, no, like that will be a whole thing when that happens. I already went into all that though. I got trauma about just my name getting called, no matter how I just be jumping. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you jump, Sib. Would it be better if I use this voice instead? For the cute little bunny in the suit. That's what I was referring to. That bunny. Sorry. My heart like slid. Sorry. Tee. You know me, so I just wanted to be a little silly. Any final thoughts or words, chats, before I skedaddle and go up to my bed? Kaboo! No, genuinely, thank you everyone for stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me through thick and thin, especially folks who've been here for a while. Through it all, through my ups and downs and everything. I'm not a good femby, but okay. Thank you for being yourself. Thanks for accepting myself. Good girl, I'm not a good girl. Grrr, rest that little wolf. When you say stuff like that, I just want to hug my pillow. Grrr. In the nicest way possible, grrr. We'll get you back for that one, Septic. The gender affirming. Grrr. But no, thank you, chat. Thank you, Fake Pigeon. Thank you, Zorro. Thank you, Yellow. Thank you, Pearl Cherry and Vi. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Andy. Thanks, everyone, for another lovely VR chat and chill. Every morning with that, just to get you started, just like, Lynn, get your ass up, girl. Just like, shit, I have to listen to that. How do I not listen to that? I have to. It's affirming. I'm gonna listen. Good night, Seb. You have a good night too. Good night, everyone. Boy, sleep well. Get plenty of rest. Stay hydrated. Finally, someone caught a reference. Oh, it was a reference? I missed that. Violet Pony? I don't know that one. Huh. Sorry, I didn't understand the reference. I thought it was just affirming, just like, oh, rest, little wolfie. Just anyway. Sorry, I'm dumb. I don't get many references. Oh, it's pronounced like Violet? Okay, so Violet Pony. Okay. I don't know a lot. I'm not very knowledgeable in a lot. Sure. But yeah, I'll curl up. I'll go into my my bed and call it a night here. We're just surprised no one caught us. Oh well. Now you were caught. Teehee. Thanks all. Peace, love, and good vibes as always. I'll see you tomorrow for Raiders probably. I'll probably do a Raiders stream tomorrow and something multiplayer Friday. Until then, bye bye.